Network Entertainment.
May I ask you something that might make you feel uncomfortable? Ito yung tanong ko. What if your main source of income disappeared tomorrow? What will happen to you and your family? Not next year, not 6 months from now, but tomorrow. May magbabayad pa rin namang bills? Okay pa ba yung pamilya mo? Do you have peace of mind? Or magpapanik ka? So for this episode, pag-usapan natin ang isang hard conversation, why one income is financially dangerous.
Hi, I'm Chingitan and you're listening to Chink Positive Podcast, where I aim to equip you to become wealthy and debt-free, teaching you on how to save, budget, get out of debt, and invest. Let's get into the episode.
Hi there, this is Chinkitan. Welcome to Chink Positive Podcast. Today, I want you to think that, again, this is just like a one-on-one coaching session. This is not about judgment. This is not about putting pressure on you. This is just about being honest at your financial situation. Alam mo, many people think that they're financially secure because they have a steady income. But in reality, stable nga income mo, pero yun nga, one emergency, one catastrophe may destabilize your financial future. At magkaiba yung dalawang yun. So habang nakikinig ka sa podcast na ito, huwag mong naisipin na ibang tao. Ikaw muna, ikaw. Tanungin mo yung sarili mo. If you lost your main source of income right now, your job, or if let's say you have a business, you're a career, if you stop working, di ba? Ano mangyayari? Di ba? Meron pa bang papasok na pera? Kung ang sagot mo ay hindi, anong gagawin mo? In reality, the problem isn't your job. Diba? Hindi trabaho ang problema mo, hindi negosyo ang problema mo, hindi ang client ang problema mo. Ang problema mo ay dependency. Again, kasi ang dependency mo, nasa kita mo lang nasa profession mo lang, nasa career mo lang nasa job mo lang Kung iisa lang ang source ng iyong pinagkakitaan, you are treading on dangerous ground. Hasn't the pandemic taught us a big lesson nung March 2020? Pag iisa lang source mo, nawala yung main source mo, that's it. Pansit, di ba? Kasi iisa lang ang daluyan ng income. That's the reason why we should learn yung tinatawag nating the word called diversification. Di ba? Diversify. And when you think about diversification, the first thing that comes to your mind is about investment. Kailangan diversify din investment mo to mitigate risk. Tama siya. Pero diversification must not be first applied in investment. It must be first applied in cash flow. Agree? That's the first part, di ba? Yun talagang para ka na magkaroon ng fallback. But another angle na hindi natin na-realize tungkol sa one source of income is this. Kapag tumunog ang cellphone mo mula sa boss mo, kinakabahan ka ba? Kapag bumagal ang negosyo mo, na-stress ka ba? Kapag may client ka nagsasabi, ay sige, magpo-post muna kami kasi nagbabawas kami ng budget, nagkakaroon ka ba ng peace of mind? Di ba? Kasi, kapag ang sabi mo, kinakabahan ka pag naririnig mo yan at ayaw mo marinig yan, may issue ka. Ang issue mo is dependency. Kasi dependent ka lang sa one source of income. At pag nagkaroon ng emergency, tapos. Yan ang reality ng buhay. Kaya nga, whether you like it or not, we cannot control the surroundings in the market. Companies restructure, businesses slows down, market shift, technology changes. Diba? So the question isn't whether change will happen. The question is, are you prepared when the change happens? So financial security isn't only one strong source. If you want to have financial security, you must have a plan B, plan C, and plan D. Diba? Make sense? Kaya nga minsan, nahihirapan mag-recover yung mga ibang tao. Napansin mo ba to? May mga taong nawawalan ng trabaho pero nababaon agad sa utang. May mga negosyong nalulugi. Diba? Tapos hindi na nakaka-recover. Bakit? Kasi nga, iisa lang ang source nila. Pero tignan nyo, nung pandemic, may mga kilala ka bang mga bilyonaryo na talagang nalugi? Nalugi sila sa isang business nila kasi nga humina nga ang foot traffic. Pero meron silang ibang businesses na sumalba sa kanila. Di ba? Kaya nga, alam mo kung mapapansin mo, yung mga taong nagsisurvive sa 21st century, hindi dahil magagaling sila. Kasi marami lang silang options. May backup sila. Meron silang ibang pinagkukunan. Meron silang ibang pwedeng sandalan. That's the reason why multiple income streams really gives you what we call as options and peace of mind. Kasi kapag humina ang isa, may sasalo. Kapag tumigil ang isa, may natitira. Kapag may nagkaroon ng problema, hindi mo ka magpapanik. Make sense? So let me ask you right now. Iilan ang source of income mo right now? Is it 1, 2, or 3? At kung mawala ang main source of income mo, may matitira pa. By the grace of God, as I share this podcast episode to you, I can proud to say that I have 12 sources of income right now. Because I cannot teach something that I do not practice. And if you are asking, Chinky, how are you able to create 12 sources of income if you are interested? I can personally coach you and guide you kung paano kong ginagawa yan. Just send me a message through chinkitan.com. Chinkitan.com, my personal website. And sabihin mo, Chinky, kailangan ko ng coaching. And I want to coach you and guide you personally para sa mga tao who wants to have multiple sources of income. Ngayon, baka iniisip mo, Chinky, kailangan ba ng malaking puhunan para mag-umpisa? Hindi agad. Minsan, kasi gusto natin malakihan agad, perfect agad, successful agad. Pero totoo, yung second income stream natin starts small. Repeat after me. Start small. Maybe it's your skill. Maybe you sell something online. Maybe you can do freelancing. Maybe you can create a content. Maybe you can invest consistently. The point is, it's not in the amount. The point is you get started small, kahit na maliit. Imagine a table. Mas maraming paa ng mesa, mas matatag. Ganon din sa finances. Kung gusto mong talagang maging secure, kailangan marami ka talagang dapat katayuan. At the same time, meron kang dapat pagkakitaan. And that's the reason why I want you to reflect right now. Do not be overwhelmed. Ask yourself, what is one skill na pwede mong pagkakitaan? Ano yung hobby na pwede mo maging opportunity? Alam mo yung isang ginagawa mo na willing bayaran ng ibang tao. Kaya huwag mong isipin kung gaano kalaki to. Isipin mo kung paano ka magsisimula. I'll end with a story. Right now, I'm fond of playing pickleball. Oo, kung ikaw ay isang pickleball player na rin, medyo na-addict na po tayo. Almost every other day, basta may chance, naglalaro po ako. And then, may napansin ako ng isang couple na magaling sila sa pickleball. And tinanong ko sa kanya, since magaling kayo, nag-coach ka ba? Nagtuturo ka ba? Sabi niya, yes. O sabi ko, nag-charge ka ba? Sabi niya, no. Sinabi ko, parang bakit? Why don't you turn your passion to become your profession? And then pinakinggan nila. And then right now, by the grace of God, they're charging 750 pesos right now per hour, per person. Kung 2 tao, di 1,500. So because of that small idea, nagkaroon sila ng second source of income. They turn their passion into profit. Kaya bago tayo magtapos, gusto kong gawin mo itong simpleng exercise. Kumuha ka ng isang notebook or papel, isulat mo, kung mawawalan ka ng main source of income bukas, ano ang plan B mo? Kung wala ka mang isulat, huwag kang magtakot. Bakit? May paraan, di ba? Kung gagawa ka ng plano, kung paano mo maumpisan to. Again, I'm here for you, my friends. Kaya if you want my help, just message me at chinkitan.com. This is Chinkitan. Remember this, a single source of income can build a life, but multiple sources of income can help you to protect your life. Thank you very much. Stay prepared, stay growing, and stay Ching Positive.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.